Hi, Kevin with Train a Tree. This is our Espaliered cherry. So in the first video, what you saw us do was take our brand new cherry tree and cut it right here. And the reason why we did that is so that we could flush out new growth to then control exactly what we're going to have. Because originally these came up and then it split to three, which creates a very weak tree at that point. And the three came up and went their own direction. So we cut the tree, stumped it. It grew out, I don't know, 4 or 5 new branches. From that, we chose 2 to push sideways and 1 to come up and be the new central leader. Now we're at the stage where we want our next level. So we cut the tree again, and once we did that, it flushes out. You never know exactly what you're going to get, but we were fortunate. We got three new branches. Now I'm hoping that this one comes out and I could use that. I'm hoping that this one comes out and I can use that. But that wasn't my situation right now, so I had to work with what I had. So I bent them over and started pushing them in the direction that I want them to go. I gradually do it. So I used this garden band right here. I hooked the garden band onto my fence, and then I used a paper clip. I just opened up a paper clip, and that way I can direct it in the direction that I have, or that I want them to go, which is along my fence line. So you can see that I have garden bands here holding it. Here is a Train a Tree weight, because if I don't have this weight, you can see it wants to turn and grow back up, but that's not what I want. So I put my little weight on. Now, before you put a weight on, you need this branch to harden off. So you can see that it's now brown. Where you see here, this is green. This green, this is very weak. If I put a weight on this, it would snap off. So the way you get the branch to harden off, and that's with anything, citrus, I don't care what you're doing, whatever type of fruit tree, once you pinch that top off, pinch the tip, it now starts to harden off. Well, I want this here to get out about so far, and then I will pinch it. Once I pinch it, it's going to harden off. Once it gets brown like that and hardens off, then I can use my weights, because I do not want to break my connection. So I don't want to put heavy weights on it at this point. So I'm using the bands to just pull it down, get it going in the direction, and I'll move my bands down, making sure that I stay right where I want to be. And once this reaches up about this high, I will pinch that tip off again, which will flush out another growth, and I'll do the exact same thing. I have it going over here also. So this is the pollinator. This particular tree needs a pollinator. This one is my pollinator. I have the exact same thing going here. You can see that this particular one is kind of growing out and away from my fence line. So I use my weight to get me level, and then I use just a paper clip on my garden band, and I will pull this back in so that I end up, now it's been pinched off, and it will flush out new growth. So you can see I have new growth coming out of this tree. Now I'm not going to let it grow. I will pinch that out so that it doesn't grow any further. But you can see here is a new growth, new branch wanting to grow out. But I pinch that off, so it is beginning to harden off. I always leave myself as many options as possible, because I never know what's going to happen. A bird might land on this and snap this off. So I try to grow out a couple, and then once I'm starting to get a stronger branch, that's when I make my decision, because you can always take them off, you can always put them back on. So here was a situation where I have 2. Now I'm going to grow it out and see. make sure that I'm good and strong, and then I will make the decision and cut one of them off. But you can see I had tipped this one. I have a new central leader coming up. I have here and here and here that are going to be growing out. So that is my Espaliered cherry, and you're up to speed as to how they're doing. It is now May 28th of 2012. These have been in just since the beginning of this year, January of 2012. So just a few months, and we're already there. Have a great day.